In this video, we're going to start a series on C# because Unity uses C# for programming. Before making games, it's essential to learn a programming language. By the end of this series, many of your concepts about C# will be clear. Even if you're not interested in making games, I still recommend watching this entire series because it will help you understand many programming concepts. If you haven't seen my previous videos, I suggest you check them out. In those videos, I've explained several foundational concepts, such as how a programming language communicates with a computer and how code is executed. In this series, I'll try to introduce you to C# and answer many of your questions, such as why this language was created, who developed it, how it is executed, and many more. Let's begin by looking at the definition of C#. C# is a general-purpose, modern, and object-oriented programming language created by Microsoft that runs on the .NET framework. This definition can be broken down into four main points: general-purpose, modern, object-oriented programming, and .NET framework. Let's understand each of these points one by one. The term general-purpose means that C# is not limited to a specific type of CPU or operating system. Programs written in C# can run on various hardware and operating systems. For example, Apple's Swift language initially worked only on Apple's OS, but C# supports multiple platforms like Windows, Mac OS, and others. Modern indicates that C# provides many useful, up-to-date features. It continuously evolves to incorporate advancements in programming. Before understanding object-oriented programming, it's important to know about three other programming methodologies that came before it. The first was monolithic programming, where code execution was straightforward. Code was written in one place, and it ran line by line in sequential order. While this made it simple to write and understand code, it became impractical for large projects. Additionally, the code wasn't reusable, meaning the same logic had to be rewritten in different places. To solve these problems, modular programming was introduced, which allowed the use of functions. Functions made it easier to reuse code by calling their names wherever required, simplifying the process and reducing redundancy. However, as projects grew larger, managing modular code also became difficult. To address these challenges, object-oriented programming was developed. It allows you to create classes, which can contain data, attributes, and methods function. For instance, if a company requires software for employees, managers, and customers, object-oriented programming allows creating separate classes for each group, storing relevant logic and data in each class. This modular approach makes code reusable, scalable, and easier to maintain. C# is an object-oriented programming language, enabling developers to organize code efficiently. The .NET framework acts as a toolkit that provides features and tools to simplify development. It supports multiple languages, including C#, F#, and Visual Basic, among others. However, C# is the most popular among them. The .NET framework consists of two main components: the .NET Framework Class Library and the Common Language Runtime (CLR). The class library contains pre-built classes and syntax for various functionalities, while the CLR provides a runtime environment for all .NET languages. Code written in .NET languages is first converted into an intermediate language, IL, by the compiler. The CLR then converts this IL code into machine code using a just-in-time JIT compiler, enabling cross-platform compatibility. Before C#, several languages were widely used. C was portable and efficient, but lacked support for modern concepts like object-oriented programming. In 1985, C++ was introduced, adding object-oriented programming to C applications like Photoshop were developed using C++, but it was OS-specific and lacked cross-platform support. Java, launched in 1996, solved this issue by introducing the concept of intermediate code, which ran on a virtual machine. Taking inspiration from Java, Microsoft introduced the .NET framework and developed C# in 2000 under the leadership of Anders Heilsberg. C# combines the best features of C, C++, and Java. Its syntax is also similar to Java, making it easier to learn for developers familiar with Java. C# is widely used in areas like Windows application development, web development, API creation, and game development. In game development, C# is primarily used with the Unity game engine, which supports cross-platform development. Its syntax is beginner-friendly, and its integration with Unity makes it powerful for creating games. The execution process in C# involves several steps. The source code written in C# is compiled into Common Intermediate Language, CIL, by the compiler. The Common Language Runtime, CLR, processes the CIL using the just-in-time JIT compiler, converting only the required portion of the code into machine code. This machine code is then executed by the CPU. This process ensures efficient and optimized execution. In this series, we'll cover C# from beginner to advanced levels. Each video will include questions for you to answer in the comments, helping you prepare for interviews and solidify your understanding. Don't forget to subscribe for upcoming videos as we explore more about C# and game development. See you in the next video.